Surveys done, and what comes out a lot for these colours, and it shows you how each of you have an emotional attachment to colours. Black's quite an authoritative look as well, and if you think, what we would say for an authoritative look is a high contrast in colours. So if you think about the police, you know, black and white, or it's a dark navy with white, it's high contrast, it's look at me, or judges, you know, the black and the white, it's, you know, don't mess with me. If you think about high contrast maybe with wasps, you know, or toxic, you know, things just to think about how colour's used throughout everything that we do. You know, that's another way of looking at it. Red is dynamic, obviously. Blue is a trustworthy colour. Now, another way when this is all getting used, if you think about when we had all the voting just a while ago, the politicians, there was things in the paper every day, well, why do you think they wore this colour of tie? There's people behind them, there's armies of stylists behind them telling them what colours to wear on certain days. So whatever situation you're going into, you know, you might think about some of these colours before you put a tie on, or what colour of shirt you're going to wear that day. Green, if you think about it's calming, if you think of you going to a hospital or a restaurant, you know, a waiting room, it's kind of keep you calm, nice greens, or maybe a restaurant where they want you to sit around and wait and, you know, spend a bit of time. Beige is actually friendly and approachable. Would you think of that? There you go. So you're kind of there and you're calm and people are going to come along and speak to you. Brown, down to earth, but serious, and serious about their money. That's what it is with the upper class up there. And purple, but purple's a colour that people haven't got an adverse reaction to. That is a colour where people will think is trustworthy, which is quite good. So if you're going into a situation where sometimes with greens and reds, people will say, oh, I don't like green, or red's just too daring for me, you know, and people will back off. So depending on what situation you're going into that day, you might like to think about what colour, and as I said earlier, there'll be a shade of these colours that's good for you. It's not that you can't wear a red or a blue or a green. There'll be shades and tones of that for you, and what combination that you're going to put them in.